Let's see, I'm Andrew. I work at Techstars. I run Ignite Boulder, which is coming up September 26th. We're having our 6th one. And I started Startup Weekend, and I'm going to buy you a drink tonight or give you something cool. So, with that, I was in the bathroom earlier during the break, and I decided to tell a Republican joke. Well, I didn't think it was a good idea, but the guy in the next stall with the wide stance thought it was a really good idea. So, all right, here we go. Post-the economy. This is a concept I've been playing around with on my blog, and I wanted to run it by you guys. It's developing. It's kind of weird. It's kind of early, but I think it's really cool. And it's this idea that we all post somewhere, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, FriendFeed, etc. And what happens when the aggregate of those or that searchable data causes rapid economic shifts? It's kind of an interesting concept to me.
Andrew did it too, guys.
I did it too. That's a smart thing. It's kind of like the watermark. Do you guys watch Fight Club? You know where you have the watermark? It's been 30 seconds, man. No? Wow. Awesome. So we've got some examples of the posting economy. You ever been to a party like this where there's, every single person's just on their phone and not actually talking to each other? Who here's gone to a sports bar to meet fans? Sorry, not everybody's been to a sports bar. To meet fans that you've met online. Right, like I go to Trailblazers basketball game watching party, and I spend money because I found these people online. I've got this support network online, and I actually spend a lot of money because of it. The second example, my brother just bought a house, and before he bought a house, he looked up Brightkite, and he found some of the neighbors and talked to the neighbors, and was actually able to negotiate a lower buying cost because of that. And the third one, let's branch out, lolcats, right? Somebody's just started posting funny pictures and and starting taking this meme. And now they have, 18 million page views a month? So some common traits I see is that everybody has their own audience, they're not asking permission to do this, or they're not seeking immediate reward. So you might say, I'm drinking a Pepsi or a Coke, sorry, we're in the South. And I'll get to that in a second. So who here's on all these networks? You guys are on Plurk? Really? Really? I mean, come on. That's gonna hurt my karma score. All right, let's pick on Yelp now. So Yelp is a network that has restaurant reviews. If you haven't used it, you can go on there and see what other people think about their hipsterness. So the problem with Yelp is it has less reviews in the 5-year history of the company than it does in customers per day. Now that's, how are you supposed to get an accurate representation of a restaurant if there's only 10 reviews of that restaurant when there's 300 people eating there? We're entering an era which, this is Nomodex in Seattle, it's a great conference. It looks like if a picture was taken there. Everybody here is posting somewhere, whether that be Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Do you guys have AT&T? Yeah. So what happens when every AT&T customer starts bitching about AT&T sucking and robbing my life? It's a great Twitter search word someday. So what happens when we start going to parties and every photo is indexable and it actually doesn't take a picture of the person, it also takes a picture of their online identity. And we're able to search that and find that at a later time. Kind of a cool concept, and what happens when that starts driving economic means? Everybody here uses Google at some point or the other, and there's a lot of extensions of this idea of the posting economy, where we're posting to places without even realizing we're posting to it. So every time you do a Google search, you actually go into something called Google Trends, and this is a shot of the swine flu on Google Trends. And when the swine flu started posting, the Center for Disease Control actually started going to Google because they can predict with 98% accuracy where the swine flu is going next, based on what people were searching. Pretty interesting, right? A lot of lives are saved from that. There's this mystical thing about 1 million posts a day. And what happens, like, if you're the social media person at Coke, we're in the South, right? I can respond to that 1,000 posts. I'm drinking a Coke, I'm drinking a Coke. But what happens when there's 1 million people posting that they just had a Coke? It's suddenly this unmanageable force. And this uncontrollable force I see is very good for an economic thing. Who here thinks this is a fries away from perfection? This is shit food, right? We know this is shit food. We still kind of keep eating it. And I feel like this is the economies of the pre-posting economy. It's something that is done because we can get away with it. And I see businesses not being able to get away with things when there's this rapid sharing of data. And I think those days are over, and I think that businesses and people and all of our events that we go to are going to be much better because of that. So, I totally forget. Oh yeah. So this is a pet peeve of mine. If I'm going to post something to Twitter after this, I am posting something. I'm not tweeting. I don't BMW down the road, okay? Can we just get rid of that? culture. So anyway, I'm ongoing with this. I'm going to probably put up about 10 posts in this next month about this topic. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy your voice in it. If you have any ideas, if I spark anything, please do that. Also, Ignite Boulder 6 is September 16th. Plane ticket from Atlanta direct to Denver is $222. So come on out. Thank you.